On July 31st, 2025, we packed our Suburban and hit the road. 11 days, 4 states, thousands of miles, ancient ruins, wild landscapes, incredible wildlife, and places that seemed almost untouched by time. From the deserts of Arizona to the mysterious ruins of Chaco Canyon to the cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde, every day brought something we never expected. But this trip wasn't just about the places we would see. It was about getting away, exploring, discovering, and making memories together as a family. This is our 11-day adventure. We invite you to join us on this multi-part series as we journey into the American Southwest.
So we're going on a 11-day trip to Arizona, New Mexico, and part of Colorado.
Right, we're enthralled with the cactuses, so we had to pull off the road just to look at this one. And literally is so tall, like I wish we could get over this fence right here and stand next to it just to see how tall it is, or show you how tall it is. It's really cool. Mining town of Miami, Arizona. We just passed this, but we have to come back and look at it because, okay, I didn't realize that was the actual bed of another truck. One tractor inside the bed of another one. It's huge. Wow. Okay, here's a map of what this pueblo would have looked like. And this is what it looks like now, but I don't get it because what's that great big building right there?
They said they reconstructed it.
But it's not in here.
Maybe when they reconstructed it, they didn't know what it originally looked like. So there's just placing some buildings where they thought it would have gone.
Leads up to this two-story reconstruction. It says. So there's evidently
All the artifacts in this museum were excavated from just outside.
this is cool.
Fabulous.
But how cool that they're right here still.
Oh no. Sorry. Stuck my toes. It's the glare of the window. Oh, these pots are super cool. Wonder what this pot, purpose of this rim, gosh, can I clear the glare? The rim around this. Isn't that interesting? The window is just in the wrong spot. It's cool because you got the corrugated at the top, and then But, I mean, it's black on the inside. So is it possible they built fires inside that pot? And maybe used it as a little furnace? Because why wouldn't it be black on the outside too? See, this one looks black on the inside too. And not so necessarily.
I can draw one so how do we do it?
Yeah.
Take a crayon, you put the paper here and then you rub really hard and then it shows this.
That's really cool. Rubbing art. Baskets and sandals. Baskets and mats were used extensively in prehistoric pueblos.
Yeah, you push down.
A variety of botanical material was used, such as mullein or bear grass.
That one right underneath my finger kind of looks like a doll. Because look at the bottom of it.
Wow. Look at how intricate
There's so
some
many
of their
sandals.
work and crochets were.
Wow.
That looks like cotton. And look at how finely woven this material is.
Look at
These
this.
sandals are so cool.
Dad, do you think they redid the strings or do you think it's original?
Yeah, that basket is really sweet.
Sure, it's original because everything in here was found here.
What is this right here? In one of the home's principal chores was preparing food. Slaughter kitchens were well stocked with tools for harvesting, cleaning, cooking, serving, and storing a variety of foods. Stone knives were used to harvest fibrous plants as well as skin and butcher game. The museum at Besh Ba Gowah was one of those unexpected highlights of the trip. What made it so special was the incredible collection of original artifacts excavated right here at the site. Instead of simply seeing photographs or replicas, we were able to stand face to face with the actual objects left behind by the people who lived here centuries ago. There was so much to see and learn inside this museum alone. The pottery, tools, jewelry, household objects, and other artifacts gave us a much better understanding of what everyday life was really like for the people who called this place home. We loved that these pieces weren't simply tucked away somewhere where the public would never see them. They were here, on display, telling the story of this site and the people who lived here. I love how they have so many artifacts from this site. Usually these artifacts get taken away from the sites and stored in the basement of some storehouse in a cardboard box.
But no,
A shoe pot.
These were literally just right here.
What do you think a shoe pot was used for?
I don't know. But there's a ton of axe heads. It looks like a donut. Is that an axe head?
Uh-huh.
That's the biggest axe head ever.
Maybe they were mining copper. It is a copper mining town.
There's some really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's interesting what a shoe pot is. What? Squash. Cool pot. Where's the squash?
Here's a bracelet.
Are you sure those are like not just for decorations?
I bet they're authentic.
Mom, if you ever think there's like a bunch of beads and necklaces and stuff.
Oh, wow.
There's This is so cool.
They have found these bead necklaces. The beads. Turquoise. Wow, look how teeny those are. They made necklaces not so different from what we kind of make today. These are bracelets and rings made out of seashells. More seashells down here. Looks like they found, they lived on a copper mine. Okay, so look how intricate some of these are.
Like the little one right there looks like a dinosaur, and then that one is definitely a frog.
You see a frog?
Yeah, so good.
I see a bird or a dinosaur, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So if you go right next to the
Oh.
dinosaur thing, there's that frog.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
It's a frog.
Looks like there's a hairbrush. It's so intricate, and they obviously mean something. Again, they used to use their pottery and put holes in it. Possibly use that for jewelry.
Yeah, give me the outside. I had to wash the trapdoor.
Ceramic figurines. And
So there's a bunch of these little
shaft straighteners.
stone pallets. What are
Stone pallets, I don't know. Polishing stones. Cool grinding stone. Oh,
There's like a
wow.
bunch of stone pallets.
Okay, look at these bows. Those are bows. Wow.
Tiny bows.
Oh, this is so cool. And all the painted.
Painted crosses coming.
Gorgeous. Honestly, we wish more historical and archaeological sites did this. So often the artifacts recovered from these places are kept behind the scenes, inaccessible to the very people who come here to learn about them. But not here. At Besh Ba Gowah, the museum made the history feel tangible. There was so much to learn and so much to see before we even stepped outside to explore the ruins themselves. It truly was such a cool place to visit, and the museum alone made the stop worthwhile. Made arrowheads out of seashells. Sure looks like seashells. All the pots. Look at all the color. Yeah, they are. Somebody took some great pride in their creative artwork. There's some cool designs.
Maybe a cigarette case. That really does look like a cigarette. It looks like a cigarette.
And you see how the outside's just these red, oh, sorry, I gotta point the camera in the right spot. It's the inside that's painted.
Seahorses.
donut pot.
What is a donut pot? It's not a shoe pot.
It has one of those like drill things. It's interesting to see that because of poverty on that side, they would have reused their cash. What is that? That's a drill. You would like take some string and go like this and drill.
Drill holes.
There's a bowl. I saw somebody. Yeah.
And the clay piece on it is a weight, so it helps it spin better.
Like the button toy. Yeah. And car glue goes just like fibers too. Yeah, look at this. And all this stuff is like for, Naya said it was for making arrowheads. Like they would use those arrows and those sticks. And also that piece of leather for, this is an original arrow.
What's that?
Is this an original arrow?
Probably.
Wow. There's like little holes in the feathers.
Let's see.
Imagine you found that one.
That would be so cool.
Look, there's a little hook
See
right
how they
here
made.
too.
Go under here. So you can see how they attached. How did they attach the feather to?
I think they just like cut it in a
Hold on, I
way
had to like train there.
that they just wrap string around the ends and then it stays on.
Pine tar.
And those are sinews from mussels and animals.
That's so cool.
It's like $5.
We already paid.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, look at these bows. Those look like bows. Yeah, these are.
See, you can see like part of the feather right there.
Let me see.
Like that little line thing is part of a feather.
Here, move your finger.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can see that.
It's like a tiny bit of a feather. Why do you think the one up there has like a circle top?
Instead, some of these are canes, like walking sticks.
I bet that one was a walking stick.
That's really
And
cool
some
to
of them
study
are even
those.
pink.
Yeah. They make cool pottery.
This is pretty cool. I have a feeling it's probably
long before the arrival of the first Europeans. Today we call them the Salada, but we will never know what they call themselves. By the arrival of Columbus, the last traces of their culture faded into the fabric of time. Few ruins in the Southwest have produced such a wealth of artifacts and understanding as Besh Ba Gowah. Yet still, the Salada remains somewhat of an enigma to archaeologists. Besh Ba Gowah is located in the heartland of the ancient Salada, the Tonto Basin and the lands around the tributaries of the Gila and Salt rivers. The region was first occupied around the year 550 by the Hohokam, farmers and desert dwellers from the south. Here they found a home in the high desert of Grove, Arizona, with 146 rooms. Small rooms were probably used for storage. Some were workshops or living quarters, and certain larger rooms were ceremonial chambers. These rooms were holy places and meeting rooms used for religious ceremonies. The Pueblo had 61 second-story rooms. Most were probably living quarters. Doorways were small, and many rooms were accessible only by ladders. The roofs were constructed with long frameworks overlaid with woven yucca mats and plastered with mud. The third level of occupancy was the rooftops. From observations by early explorers and historic photographs of southwest Pueblos in the 1800s, we know that much of day-to-day life was lived outside, in central plazas, Pueblo courtyards, and rooftops.
Gardens are so pretty, like, I mean, they've just got cactuses and they're gorgeous. Walking through a botanical garden, not an archaeological site. Storage room, small windowless rooms such as these are often used for storage and food supply. Again, you see a culture that just uses what materials they have for the building of their dwellings and living quarters. And at the Casa Grande, they used mud and water to build their walls. Would have been good strong walls, even though these rocks are so uneven. Not your typical flat rocked dwellings that we so often see in the Southwest. Ooh, it's dark in here. But look at the ceiling. Wow. Squish it through these bars. Kind of see what it's made of in there. All right, go find everybody.
Okay, if you follow me, these this roofing is redone, but the wall,
Say that again.
The roofing is redone, but the walls might be original. I don't remember. But I think the walls are, probably. And if you look in here, there's a ton of artifacts. The artifacts are in fact original.
Those are original.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me switch my phone through. Oh, hi over there.
And then there's some
Wait, I
more.
want to see these.
Mom, there's a tiny door right there to go into the other room. Some mats. Why are the doors so tiny?
Because they were smaller people? Wait, I'm looking at artifacts. Hold on.
Mom, that room over there, it said that room over there
Oh, come on.
there's something over here that I haven't ever seen before.
You both are talking at the exact same time, and I only have 2 ears, I guess, one for each one of you. Wow, look up there. These are cool. Let me see what's over here. Just poking my camera so I can't really see. I assume that's another door going into that next room. I'm sure these Native Americans appreciated the electricity too. Cool. These are so cool.
Electricity?
I'm teasing.
There's something in the other room that I haven't ever
All right,
seen before.
following you. Ceilings are cool. These are hard. Oh, nice.
Grinding spots into the ground, like the dirt. And a ton of mats.
These are all original archaeological sites, or artifacts too.
There's even a loom.
There's a loom in here?
Yeah, look back there, there's a loom.
Oh, wow. I'll have to go through the other window to see that pretty good, but this is the coolest site that you can see actual artifacts that they have.
This site has a lot of artifacts.
They've put on display. That's just so cool to see that.
Site.
All from this site, yep. You can see how these would have had entries up through there. Okay, let me put my phone over here. Look at the size of these grinding stones, metates.
That.
Yeah, that's a
But
big,
maybe the grinding
big
stone,
rock.
but not a huge rock underneath it.
Here's a example of one of the roof holes.
Can we go up there? Because these roofs are redone.
I don't know. Are these ones redone? All these are renewed roofs? Probably.
That's what Dad said.
Okay, so. Alright, I'm going to poke my phone through this bar again. Ah!
There's another really cool room over here.
If I drop it, I have to go into the visitor center. Can we get in here to get my phone? Just kidding, I won't drop it. This loom. If that's an original loom.
Mom, it makes me laugh because there's a baseball field
I gotta brighten
like
this up.
10 feet away from these ruins. And if somebody hits the ball into these ruins, what would they do?
I don't know. I love the way you think, though. That's fascinating. If that's a real loom from that time frame, which I assume it is. It's one of the richest archaeological sites because of the amount of artifacts that they have pulled out. It's really fun to walk through here. What? Coming around, hold on. Hold on. Oh, crouch through that door.
Oh, you get a really cool view of the baskets over in that corner.
Yep. So cool. I just have to poke my phone through the bars.
Do you think this used to say something?
Probably. Cannon. I'm sure these weren't growing at the time.
What do you think the Indians would do if they just found a cactus growing in their house?
Probably use it for medicinal purposes.
I bet they would eat it. They do eat the cactuses.
There's the museum right there. So this is what is the Great Plaza. And in the video, I'm thinking they said that this was the cemetery as well. It's over here. Slab-lined pits. An unusual feature of these two rooms are the large slab-lined pits that may have been used for either roasting or storage. one. And I already looked in this building, but I went through that other window over there. So I'm going to go through this side because it gives you a little bit different perspective. This would have been a typical living quarters. Again, everything is original to the site, not reconstructed. Those are actual artifacts right there. I don't know if there's anything. Earlier we looked through that window over there. Going back through.
Case.
The sign says
Took it off, it's getting too hot.
The sign says grab some corn from in here and then grind it. So we did. It's fun. Mom, come look at me grinding corn.
Where are we heading to?
Hey, that's mine. I was just about to. At a weird angle.
I think this is an actual archaeological
No, I think this
artifact that you're using. Are you grinding corn on the same grinder that they would have grinded on?
maybe.
You took us a minute to figure it out because at first we were just grinding the cordons whole, and then we realized we had to probably smash it first.
Oh, going everywhere.
Yeah, they kind of go everywhere when we try to smash it.
Are you going to eat it now? How is that grinding corn?
It's good.
Good, make us a tortilla.
Fine.
It's awesome.
I need more.
All right, so these stone-lined pits are, say they're roasting pits. Two examples of the same type of roasting pits are displayed here. Roasting pits are used to slow cook various plants and animals. Large conical pits are dug deep into the earth and then lined with clay. Next, a fire is built atop 3 to 4 large stones in the bottom of the pit. The food is then wrapped in moist corn husks and placed in the pit. Additional firewood is then used to fill the pit, which is then capped by stones and clay. So they're ovens. I have seen these. We've seen them in the Butler Wash area. One of which I have in one of my videos. They weren't that small. They were a little bigger. But the other one I've seen that was stone lined like that, about that same size, was just on the north rim of the Grand Canyon by Whitmore Point. I do have that one documented. And I also have one, we saw one at the top of one of the canyons right above Comb Ridge that I did not document. I kind of mentally made a note of how beautiful and cool it was that it was up there. But this is really kind of cool, and it's easy to say, well, that's just like a modern fire ring. Here's another. This is so cool. They're very small, like obviously that's not going to be something somebody's going to be living in. Oh, my hand's cramping up from holding the phone. Cool it was that it was up there. But this is like the little garden area. They're growing squash and yeah, growing our sites, all sorts of things that from the seeds that they found here at this site that would have been grown back at that time. It's kind of fun. You have this archaeological site right here with what some 200 rooms. And literally right here, you have this ball field. These walls, and boom, ball field. Here is.
We were over at the corn grinder things making corn dust, and this is my corn dust.
Corn dust. That's an Elsie's ground corn right there. It was beautiful.
It's got a lot of big pieces because you told me we had to go now.
We do need to go. What a cool sight, though. So glad we found this one.